Howdy folks, welcome to episode 3. Today we are going to get some food and some minerals and see if we can get some more of our survival stuff done. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a food processor, and that's in here, and I need another control device. So we're going to go to our components, make a control device, and we're going to make a food processor. And when that's done, we're going to place that, and I should probably also make a fridge. Let's see here. Control device and 2 cables. So let's go control device and 2 cables, and we'll make a fridge. We can put some stuff in the fridge. So let's get this food processor placed. And I figure this is our crafting area, so we'll put our food processor across from the crafting stuff. So we'll put that here, and I can probably also get these blocks out of here. And then we can put the fridges and stuff once we get that. So this is the food processor, and let me go grab some of this stuff here. And this is the stuff that you use in the food processor. It's a lot of the stuff that you pick off the ground. So we'll put this in here. And I just threw a tomato sprout in there, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, and we'll get some more of this stuff here, and all this aloe vera that's about to turn into spoiled food, which I think we can use some of it for some other stuff, and I need some water too. So the things you need to make food are meat and plants and water. So we'll grab the purified water here, and we'll put that in here too. Now, you can make bandages. These are new. And so it's a fiber and an aloe vera. And so we've got some of those, so we can make some bandages. Those are nice, quick health packs. You can make medikits. Those are these little plasmas. Those are the little mushrooms that you picked up, little brown mushrooms. So you use those in water, and you can make little health kits. And I think that's all we can make right now. But as you can see, you can use the picked fruits. You can use the picked fruits to make sprouts. You use those in water and nutrient solution, and your nutrient solution uses that spoiled food here. So that's where your spoiled food comes in handy. You need that to make you need to make the growing blocks that you can plant your stuff in, and also to make your sprouts. So the spoiled food is actually pretty valuable, and you need quite a bit of it later on. So you do want to, if you're running around and you have space in your inventory, it is kind of handy to pick stuff. So, and this alien thorn, I think, is used for antidote pills. Okay. So you can use that, and honestly, I needed those like twice in forever, so it's not that often that you use them. So these are all the foods that you can make. You can look through them. I tend to prefer the salami until I can get tomatoes. And then when I have tomatoes, I make canned meat, because as you can see, the perish time is forever. It takes a long time and has a lot of food in it. So those are very handy, and you can carry those around and not worry about them expiring. So the other thing I wanted to do with the food is I want to get some of my sprouts going. So up here, when we took this over, it already had the grow lights in here. Now, as you see, this lights up an area here. So it lights up 9 blocks. So it's a 3x3, and these look like they're not completely lit, but they are lit just the same. And they will actually grow just as quickly as the one in the center that's totally lit up. And so, oops, I forgot an extra there. So what you can do here is you put in your blocks, and then you can put in your sprouts, and you plant them. And as long as these have the grow lights on them, they will grow, and they take like a whole day. It's like a half hour or whatever for them to mature. So you do need to be patient to farm. You need to find other things to do. You can't just, you can't just plant them and then stand there and watch them grow. And there's no bone meal or anything yet like there is in Minecraft. So you can't just, you can't do anything to make them grow faster either. And another thing is these grow lights are the only thing that will make them grow. I've tried planting these things outside, and it does nothing. So sunlight is not sufficient. It has to be these grow lights. So the tomatoes I can use to make canned meat again, and the corn is useful for plastic, which will be useful later on in the game, so I do need to get that going so that I can get some seeds, saplings, or whatever they're called, seedlings, going. So that's all we have with the food right now, and let me see if the refrigerator is done. And we'll put a fridge over here next to the food processor, and we'll take some of this aloe vera out. Now you see the timer on here. Okay, a couple of these are about to expire, so we'll do this, and I'll take the ones that are about to expire and use them because I can make some bandages out of them. And one, okay, so you can make bandages out of those. So let's see, we'll make 3 bandages, and then over here in the fridge you can put the rest of this stuff that is going to expire. The cobra leaves, I don't use them for anything ever, so I do just let those turn into spoiled food. The pixie stalks we don't really need anymore because we now have all these bandages and stuff, and the med kits. So anyway, the fridge, what the fridge does is it stops the parish timer. So whenever something's sitting in a powered fridge, the parish timer will stand still. So this is 22. The first one in here is 22. It'll be, if we go for hours and hours and play around and then come back, that'll still be at 22 as long as we have the base powered up, which is also important. You do not want to leave the base unpowered if you have fridges and stuff. So you can do that, and let's see how much time we have left. We have 6 hours, so that should do us fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to go look for some more minerals. I need some iron and magnesium, and probably will need some fuel sometime. So, and cobalt, silicon, and copper are the other ones we need. So we need to find silicon and copper deposits, and I need to mine some of this iron and magnesium. So I'm going to wait until morning. I'll probably find something else to do until morning, and so we can go run in the daylight so you can see what's going on, and I will meet you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we're back for a minute because I wanted to show you, this is why you don't go outside at night. That thing is creepy. What is that? I haven't seen that before. He does not look happy, and he's hitting my base. So I think I need to, oh man, woodwalker. Okay. Oh cool, you get logs from him. Alright. That's awesome. Hey, let me see, I can get some meat out of this guy too. Okay, see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, we're back, and it's morning as you can see, and I'm heading out here. We're going to grab corn dogs as I go so I can feed myself as needed. And I think we're going to head up toward this, let's see, we're going to head up toward this magnesium and iron deposit, which it looks like it's up this way. And this will probably be the only running trip I do. I plan on building a hovercraft soon. I'm pretty sure if I had not turned off the tech tree, I'd already be at the point where I could build a hovercraft, so I'm not too concerned about that. And ran out of stamina, so we'll use the jetpack. And I'll have to check this out, but it appears they tweaked the jetpack, and it appears that you can actually go considerably faster with the jetpack compared to running. I've hit some speeds of like 16 meters per second, where with running you can only hit 11, I think. So it's, yeah, it's pretty cool, the jetpack. And you know, the other thing they need on here, ooh, there's some corn dogs. The other thing they need on here is they need to be able to set waypoints so that when you're running on the map, when you're running and you're looking on the map, you can just keep running towards your waypoint. And fiber is always good, so I'm going to pick up fiber. Oh wow, there's a whole field of it here. Cool. I'm going to pick up all this fiber. So the other thing I did that I haven't mentioned yet, for this series, what I did is I customized the planet file that that determines how the minerals are distributed and all that stuff. So I changed that for Akua to make it more like it used to be way back in the pre-alpha, because what they did was they made it for multiplayer, and they set it up so that basically there's 10 times as much resources as there used to be, and so it's basically it's not really difficult anymore, I guess. It's not that it was super difficult or anything, but it's just not yeah, I'm running the wrong way too. It's not the way I preferred it to be. So there's actually, the resources on this planet are pretty scarce compared to what they used to be, and I just need to run along this ridge. Okay. And so the mining on this planet is going to be, I'm going to mine this planet out fairly quickly, and then I'm going to have to make my way to other planets, or it's going to start dropping the meteors or whatever. But that's the difference between this game and the standard. So if you're looking at the mineral deposits I'm digging out and you're saying, you're saying, wow, 542, and I'm getting like 3,000 out of mine and stuff, but that's because I set these specifically to be that way. So I wouldn't wouldn't be too concerned if your own game is different and there's nothing broken on yours or anything like that. So I'm going to make my way over to this deposit, and I will meet you guys there in a minute. Okay guys, we are coming up on the iron deposit, and let me turn on my labels here so I can find it. There we go. And I don't know if those woodwalkers are still going to be out. I think they only spawn at night, but I'll have to keep an eye out. And so here is our deposit. What you can do is you can walk right up to where it is when you're looking down, and you'll see it. So that's where it's sitting, and I'll probably want to dig in on a diagonal. And why don't I do this? So we're gonna dig in and grab our iron, and hopefully not get eaten by anything while we're doing it. And I will probably time-lapse through this so you can see the process of mining. But here we're already hitting the iron, and there we go. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, I finished out the deposit, and we got, I think, 500 out of that one. So let's see here, 501 iron ores, and we'll go do some magnesium here, and there's the cobalt over there too. So yeah, I still need to find some other deposits, and I think what I will do is I will get this magnesium because I'm really short on that, and I do need it for the ammo. So I'm going to do that, and then I will head back to base and build a hovercraft in order to get around and find the other deposits, because it's going to take a lot of time to walk through. There's the magnesium deposit. It's going to take a lot of time to walk around the planet and try to find all these deposits, so I will just build the hovercraft first. So I'm going to mine out this magnesium deposit, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we're back, and as you can see, I've got the magnesium deposit cleaned out here. So there we go. Now when you're mining, you can use either button, mouse button. The left button goes fast, the right button goes slow. And what you want to do is you want to actually use both mouse buttons at the same time, because it goes a lot faster than just the one button or the other. And in fact, the right mouse button is pretty much useless. It takes forever to mine, and you actually use a lot more fuel that way. So that's those two deposits, and I'm going to run back to base and hopefully get back there before sunset, and I'll meet you guys back at base in a minute. Okay guys, we are back at base, and I actually had a little detour. Hurley came and joined me and helped me with some mining, and so we actually got quite a bit of ores here. Now we ran around quite a bit and took out a few of the other mineral deposits around the area. And so what you want to do when you are done with your ores, you want to process them. And so you put them in your constructor, and then it will allow you to make ingots here. So then you click on the ingots, and that will let you create all your ingots that you use for all your other stuff. So that's how you do that. And we also went and grabbed, I think we grabbed a couple pieces of seaweed. Yeah, not much, but we grabbed a few food and stuff like that when we were out running around. So that's going to be it for episode 3. Join me in episode 4, and I think what we're going to do is build an HV, a hovercraft, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we'll take that around and maybe do some exploring with it if we have time after building it. So join me in episode 4, and we'll see you then. Later. Because I can't see anything. It's funny. There's no tree here in my view. I'm seeing wood.